Good morning. Welcome back to the den of iniquity that is Ken shaving and BSing. Yeah, I know I've been off a few days. Well, life gets in the way. Some of you know that my grandmother passed last Friday. So, while I'm not searching for a bunch of condolences and what have you, I'm just making that announcement as to why I haven't been real active. Plus, I just haven't really been in the mood. A lot of negativity out there, like I talked about in my last video. You people need to stop. You need to stop because you're poisoning yourselves. So please, whether you wear Crocs or you shave your head or you're a jackass like me, it doesn't matter. Stop being so negative, okay? You're hurting yourself and you're making me want to hide everything in your that pops up in my news feeds. I don't want any more politics in my news feeds. I know you have the right to your opinions, but you're not doing anything in social media. Stop complaining there. You're not helping. You're just venting and you're looking like an idiot. So stop. Okay. Now with that, and yeah, that technically called out a few folks, but I call myself out. That's why I've quit. So I'm asking you to do the same. And if you're going to make change, make it real. Not complaining on social media. Okay? Name calling doesn't suit anybody, and it certainly doesn't affect change. I'm just frustrated with a lot of you. And you're good brothers, but I'm frustrated with you. Okay, now today is going to be a little bit different. I was contacted by, God forbid, Dorco, a representative from Dorco. Obviously is going around on YouTube looking at wet shavers and wanting to send product. Now, I know some of them, like Ken Surfs, you've seen where he's got their single edge razor, which is pretty much like a Wishi clone. Pretty mild. They have some products with it. I was sent the Pace 6, which is their 6-blade cartridge with the one on the back. The handle's really nice. Got good rubber grips. That weight's pretty good. The head, 6 blades, one trimmer on the back. Now, I've seen some time ago in a video or two, I mentioned that I picked up the Barbasol. It's disposable. Well, guess what this is? This is a disposable version of the Pace 6. This is also, I believe, the executive from Dollar Shave Club because they do the rebranding, so they get all their stuff from Dorco. So this came in yesterday. It came with this holder, one replaceable blade, pretty standard first handle offering that companies do. And this is the disposable. And if you notice, to me, the heads are almost identical. There's a little more reinforcement in the back of the disposable, as you can see, because of the mounting structure. But it's 6 blades. It's the stretch skin strip is there. The loop strip is a different color. Obviously, you got like a neon lime yellow kind of thing and a blue here. But I've shaved with this once before. This is a clean one, but I've shaved with it once or twice before just to see because I was curious. Because I was like, oh, is it? No, it's a Dorco. But is the steel they use in the cartridges better than their disposable? Now, I mean, I've got a few decent shaves. Like, I use this for some trimming purposes, like the, Manscaped. Yes, I Manscaped. And I'm not talking down there. I'm talking like cleaning up just weird areas, I clean the back of my neck, stuff like that. It's just simpler without having to think about it too much of doing a DE holding the angle. But let's see how this goes. I mean, I like the grip. I like the weight. Previously I was using Gillette Fusions before I got into wet shaving, traditional wet shaving, and I really liked them. Now I used to get ingrowns right here, almost like twins, and here. But now I know my pattern. I prevent a lot of that. But even with a DE on occasion, I will get an ingrown, maybe because I did something wrong. But we're going to give the Pace 6 a try, and I was told to be completely honest in the reviews. I had the email from, his name is Carlos at DorcoUSA, said, be completely honest, just make a video, give us your feedback, and I'm doing that here, and I'm putting it out there. He knows that I do this. Obviously, he watches my channel. He also knows that once in a while, if you look back a bit, that I get a little like a jackass, like I said earlier. Now, I'm not going to do that. I already kind of made my speech. So let's get going. Now, everything else is going to be traditional product, pretty much. I'm going to go with Phoenix and Bow Spitfire. I haven't used this soap in a while because I just haven't. And I bought a second tub pretty much just to see if the smell was the same. Like, I thought this had a little ammonia scent. Turns out, no, that's leather, juniper, and tobacco. That's what Carrie's intent was. So I'm good with that. I thought it was a little odd. Usually I pair it with like a 2X from Razor Rock for an aftershave. Okay, so we're going to use that. We're going to use just the Razor Rock synthetic BC silver tip fiber handle brush. Synthetic, of course. Thayer's original witch hazel. They're going to use Aquavelva sensitive 5-in-1. And probably, depending on how my face feels, maybe it'll shave you from the grooming lounge. We'll see. I mean, cartridge razor, I mean, sometimes I use it after a rough DE, so it's not mutually exclusive to using it on a cart. So let's wet the face and also get the brush wet. This is just a day's growth. I shaved yesterday. Yeah, I just haven't been in the mood to make videos. I've been kind of depressed. I'm letting things get to me that I shouldn't, but I want better for everybody. And when I see them not acting better, and I know they're smarter than that, it disturbs me. I see people expressing their opinions on certain things, and they don't have a true grasp of the legality and what the intent is. They just think it's racism or this, that, and the other. And no, you need to do more homework and stop being so biased. You need to find the truth and just go, I understand why I don't agree with it, but I understand. And it's not done because of the reasons you're being told by, biased outlets, or even your own mind. You've BS'd yourself into positions. You allow yourself to be manipulated. And I'm allowing myself to be manipulated by you because I try to be nice and friendly, but you get hostile, and it's disturbing to me. And I don't want to call you out, although I kind of did yesterday to one person. Alright, so let's paint on. And once I get into using the razor, I'll stop pontificating. Alright, let's get a little more water in the brush and we'll start lathering. First of all, let me thank Carlos at Dorco for contacting me. This pittance of a channel, I mean, I know I have 600 subscribers. In fact, I lost one or two. But they found out, hey, I have an opinion. They just don't realize my previous body of work before I kind of tranquiloed on opinions. But, well, so sorry you came and went. But that's okay. You're allowed to. But the fact that, I was reached out by a soap maker. I don't know if he's still making it, but I got to try a soap. I didn't do that on camera because he asked me not to. But we had some feedback. It was a good soap. All right. Let's warm up the Pace 6. Now let's see how we get on. So here's the mistake I've seen with people doing a cart video. And yes, for example, Nick Shave is guilty of this. He gets a cartridge and all of a sudden he starts saying, Yeah, it's like, dude, is your skin that sensitive, Doc? Really? I mean, shave like it's intended. Don't try to make this feel like a DE. It's not a DE. So what am I feeling? Right now, I'm not feeling really any tugging or pulling. I mean, the soap is really helping out, of course, but I think the skin stretcher is doing fine. I don't think in one pass I'm any closer than with a DE necessarily, but we'll see in the second pass. I will say the flex is firmer than with the Gillette Fusion razor head. I mean, it's a good pivot. The handle weight is something I really like. It's rinsing cleanly. Now, for my beard growth, one pass like this doesn't do it. It really doesn't, because my normal trouble spots here where I got some coarse hairs, thick coarse hairs, but it's not dense, so it looks a little spotty. But overall, good first pass. Is it as good as a DE razor? I mean, I got 1 day's growth, so, but I'm gonna say not really. I mean, I'm definitely don't have any negatives with it. I mean, we'll find out more in the second pass, because now, of course, as we all know, dragging multiple blades across the skin, especially when the cartridge razor effect is about lifting and then slicing, and then it can possibly recede below the skin line. Almost Dorco doesn't use that design, but it's more just Gillette, but I'm pretty sure cartridges all use the hysteresis method of shaving in order to kind of decrease time and get a closer shave in conjunction with that. But we're going to take our time. We're using good soap versus a gel or a foam that doesn't really lubricate. Cut my lip with the Ming Shi yesterday. Just a user error. Got a good shave though in 2 passes, I will say that. Alright. I'm trying to be aware of my beard growth. Well, can't say I'm any closer on my neck than with the DE so far. Still no tugging or pulling, it's smooth. The only problem is I don't think the trimmer blade is as well exposed as the Gillette to be as effective. Actually, it's not bad. Now, the only thing I can compare this to is the Gillette, because now, granted, the Fusion is 5 blades with the trimmer blade on the back versus 6, but I don't know if my shave is any closer. It doesn't quite feel like it. I mean, definitely no problem getting under the nose. No issue there. Against the grain for me is smooth, you know. It's good. I mean, it's a good option if you're. And I mean, I'm not trying to downplay it. I'm just trying to reminisce back to using carts. I don't know. Never used a Harry's, so I can't compare it to Harry's. And price-wise, you know, you're talking around more competitive because Gillette's finally coming down in prices. But is it the same? No, Gillette's still more expensive, but they claim their steel is better. So you get the equity in not having to use as many razors. Now, via a sample pack of Dollar Shave Club back in late 2014 when I moved back to here to Texas, I was able to use the 4-bladed version, which competes more with like Schick products, because Schick used, had the Quattro or whatever, which was a decent razor back in the day. I mean, before I started using, they're still out there. But wasn't amused with the 4-blade. I'm doing the third pass at the risk of my skin for you. Used to be a shower shaver when I used carts. Okay, at this point, 3 passes. I'm starting to feel a little irritation because I'm dragging, so it'd be like 18 blades effectively. But I'm not really pressing, I'm just letting the... Yeah. No. It's not really... Yeah, it's just probably my skin. All right, let's compare the shade. So, honestly, am I any closer than with a DE on 3 full passes? No. I mean, no weepers is good. Blade felt smooth enough. Excuse me. I'm sorry for that. Now, I only did get a little weeper on a sensitive spot, but that will close. Yeah, honestly, I'm no closer when that, now that my technique has improved with a DE, that the Pace 6 would be an option only if I needed a shave on the go, like if I like wasn't able to take a DE and some blades or whatever. But I mean, I don't feel stuff like tugging and pulling. I didn't feel that. We'll see how my skin reacts, and we'll do a follow-up video. Not tonight because I'm sucked into bowling for a few weeks right now, which I didn't plan on doing. So I'm a little upset about that, but that's another story. I'm no closer on my neck than normally I can get. Yeah, I mean, it works. It's fine. Is it something I would go back to? No, I'm sorry. And I mean that with all honesty. I don't mean that from, loving traditional wet shaving now. I don't know if it's comparable to a Gillette shave. Maybe I'll break down and buy a pack of Fusion Pro Glides that I was using before that, and just to compare the two. Or maybe just a Fusion, because they're probably similar in the blade. But I'm not getting anything special from this that I can't get from a good technique and a good DE blade. And I mean a good DE blade. In fact, I've felt like I've gotten better from a few good DEs. In fact, I'm getting more burning from the alcohol in the Thayer's Witch Hazel here than normal. Yeah, I don't feel any closer. It's just the trade-off here. I mean, it's far down the rabbit hole as I've gone with buying, razors, a few vintage razors on the cheap, or a $10 Ming Shi, or paying $163 or whatever for a refurbed one blade, or just $35 or whatever dollars for a Merkur 34C, or the Prismatic, $30 the Prismatic, or whatever Prismatic costs from PAA, etc. Don't think I'm getting any extra benefit from the Dorco cartridge. I mean, I did 3 passes and I'm not feeling an amazing difference. I mean, it's not a bad product by any means. Did I feel a different? Whoa! Now this is burning. This is the shaver from the grooming lounge. The fact that it's burning more than normal means I did more skin removal than normal. My skin, of course, hasn't been used to a cartridge for a while, so there is that. But there are a lot of times with a cart shave prior to doing DE that I got the same kind of burn experience from using this product, which it will. It will burn. Gotta let that soak in. So I'm not even going to use the alum block because we already know the alum is going to feedback based on that right there. I'll let that soak in. Not sure what to think about. I appreciate the offer to try it out on camera. and give an honest perspective. I mean, if I needed to shave, I certainly wouldn't say no to if someone offered it to me to use. I liked it better than the 4-blade model, but I don't see the quality of the shave being any better than what I get with a DE. I'm not saying it's worse either. It's maybe that it's just not for me. My skin is really meant to be a DE shave style. Yeah, I bought a glide stick, another little product, trying this out. Now this I bought. Problem is, some of it got wedged in the cap, and I'm not amused with that. I don't know if it's any better or worse for $10. I got it through the grooming lounge, but it's available elsewhere. Okay, now I'm getting little creepers. I don't know if you can see them. On there and then on here. Yeah. No, it wasn't that great a shave. I'm sorry. I can't honestly say I got a better shave than a DE, and I'm 27 minutes because I'm doing a lot of talking and reviewing. But yeah, I mean, it's good. The skin's settling down now. But for knowing my penchant for ingrowns, I probably will not reuse this razor. It just wasn't up to a standard I prefer. Whether it's Gillette that they're trying to take down. Like I said, I haven't tried a Harry's, but I don't think it's a product I need to revisit. I mean, I got creepers where I usually don't get them. I got a little weeper there that's closed thanks to the glider. I don't know if my skin is any smoother. Now they've got product on, it's really hard to tell, but I don't feel like I got much benefit except for it would be easy to use in the shower. You can get a quick shave with it, but when you really enjoy shaving, and now especially going down the DE trail and really focusing on it and feeling old school, I don't know if it's something I would want to return to. So if I was going to go on a 5 scale, I give the Dorco Pace 6 2.5. I give its marks. High marks are good grip on the handle, kind of rubberized. It has excellent weight for the materials from which it's constructed. I think the skin stretcher is good. I don't know about the loop strip. I never quite understood either. A lot of people said the same thing about why the loop strip is above here. What does that do afterwards? Is that like supposed to protect like afterwards and reduce friction? The trimmer blade is okay. I think it could be a little better placed to make it more effective, repositioned maybe. The pivot is firm, so it's not as flexible as the Gillette. I don't know if the ball. I kind of liked the ball. I'm sorry. I like the Fusion with the ball. So when you hit spots. But I didn't get any. To me, any better a shave than with a DE. So negatives are, even with using good product, I got creepers where I didn't expect them. I didn't get any better a shave than using a DE. And I used better soap. I mean, I used good soap in Phoenix and Bow, so I can't fault that. My lather was good. It was slick, a lot of water. Yeah, It's a 2.5 at best. So I thank Carlos and Dorco for the opportunity, but I cannot, say I would switch back, nor can I endorse the saying it's any better a shave than double-edge safety razor shaving, or even compared to Gillette. So with that, thank you very much for watching. Thanks for the review. I hope you appreciate the honesty, and think about what I said before we got into the shave about being so negative and name calling, and you're only hurting yourself, and it makes me almost not want to meet people because of that. But I will still be a very nice person to everyone I meet, but knowing how people can be makes me wonder sometimes. So with that, thank you, Carlos, DorcoUSA, and thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next shave video. Take care. Love y'all. Be a good brother.